50% on life insurance.
Call us. Select Quote. We shop, you save.
The average cost of hearing aids is nearly $5,000. But now you can buy a full pair of rechargeable, wireless, nearly invisible, easy to use, very comfortable hearing devices for only $99. Audience atoms are tiny, but powerful and nearly invisible.
My audience really have been a godsend to me.
Order your full pair of high-quality hearing devices for only $99 right over the phone.
1-800-205-7129.
This is important news for young adults and parents of children and teens who have been harmed by social media addiction.
When all you want is everything.
Welcome back. We are taking a live look at D.C. now, where the U.S. Supreme Court issued a ruling in a case that will impact this year's presidential election. The justices announced they've ruled against an attempt to remove former President Trump from Colorado's primary ballot. The decision comes just a day before 16 states, including Colorado, vote in Super Tuesday primaries. Kiro 7's Kirsten Garris is live in D.C. for us now. And Kirsten, walk us through this opinion.
Well, Niku, this is really just a rare ruling from the U.S. Supreme Court, with all 9 justices in agreement on this major decision. Justice Amy Coney Barrett wrote, in part, quote, "That is the message Americans should take home." Now, in the main opinion, the justices rejected Colorado's attempt to keep former President Donald Trump off of its primary ballot. As you may remember, the Colorado Supreme Court had narrowly ruled late last year to remove his name from the ballot. Colorado argued that Trump was disqualified because of his alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election results on January 6, 2021. The justices decided that states can only disqualify people from holding or running for state office, not federal. Now, the 3 liberal justices also wrote their own opinion. They added that allowing Colorado to keep a presidential candidate off the ballot would, quote, "create a chaotic state-by-state patchwork." Now, minutes after that decision came down, former President Trump posted about the ruling on social media. He said, quote, "Big win for America," and that was in all caps. Then, within the last 2 hours, Trump held a press conference thanking the justices for that decision.
And Kirsten, this isn't the only election-related case before the Supreme Court. What's coming up next?
That's right. Just last week, the justices announced that they would hear a case about whether former President Trump can claim immunity in that federal election interference case against him. Now, the justices will hear arguments in that case the week of April 22nd.
A lot going on in D.C. All right, Kirsten Garris live for us. Thank you. It is 12:16, and in Oregon, state lawmakers voted to criminalize certain substances again after voters decriminalized drugs in 2020. Oregon voters approved Measure 110, where people found with hard drugs would get a $100 citation, which could be avoided if you take a health assessment. But with the fentanyl crisis growing and overdoses skyrocketing, public opinion has shifted over the past few years. The new plan, approved by lawmakers, makes possession a misdemeanor crime, which carries a jail sentence of 180 days. The measure also encourages expanding drug treatment programs in the state. The bill will now go to Democratic Governor Tina Kotek's desk. And take a look at this incredible video near Mammoth Mountain in California. Wind gusts there reached just over 100 miles per hour over the weekend. Other areas in the Sierra region saw wind gusts topping out at 190 miles per hour. Those winds have died down slightly, but strong gusts are expected there through Monday.
Wow.
190?
That's insane. We're talking hurricane force and then some. You know, that's powerful. Now, we are, at times windy here, but we don't usually talk about anything like that. I do see some windy weather at the end of the 7-day, but we're not talking about anything close to that anytime soon. Now, if you look live in Tacoma, here's our Emerald Queen Casino camera. I would say we're mostly cloudy right now, but we have some blue, and you can tell I-5 is dry. It's been that way all day. Now, we did have some very icy conditions conditions in the South Sound, parts of the southwest interior of the state, whereas farther north we had some pockets of snow and some rain, and now we're kind of looking at mainly rain, but it could be heavy at times, changing that situation up a little bit. If you look at the airport right now, a lot of people are leaving town, but still mostly cloudy. That's a live view. Most places are warmer except for Bellingham and Hoquiam at 3 to 6 degrees cooler, but we're about 2 to 4 degrees warmer for most of the area than 24 hours ago. Same thing in Wenatchee, 5 degrees warmer at 42. Seattle's at 44, and coming into the day, that was my original thought for high temperature at 44. But the clouds did clear, and we lost that moisture pretty early, and so now we're on our way up to maybe the mid and upper 40s. Still, though, 30s for Hoquiam and 37 in Bellingham. You do not have much moisture left. There could still be a few flurries or sprinkles in Bellingham. Have had pockets of snow and rain in Forks, and we're still seeing a few areas where it's heavy out to the coast, but most places inland have been seeing showers like that. And I think you'll see a few more showers increase because some of these could push inland and maybe produce not only some ice pellet showers, but possibly some isolated thunderstorms. So just keep that in mind. And then overnight, there will still be a few lingering snow showers we're going to talk about coming up because it gets cold overnight. Otherwise, mid to upper 40s for most of the area. A couple places like Port Angeles around 50. Tomorrow morning at about the 20s and 30s, and we'll see just a few sprinkles or flurries early. After that, we're dry, as you can see, and we're probably dry through Friday. Some rain coming this weekend. But yeah, we need to look at the temperatures for tonight coming up, and we need to look at the chance for just a few more lingering snow showers here in just a bit.
Okay, so hopefully we'll see better weather soon. It's coming soon.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, Nick. It's 12:19, and Iowa Hawkeye superstar Caitlin Clark has made history again. She passed Hall of Famer Pete Maravich to become the all-time NCAA Division I scoring leader. Clark entered Sunday's game needing 18 points to pass Maravich for the all-time mark of 3,667 points. She set the record with a pair of free throws, and the crowd went wild. Also, LeBron James made history Saturday night, becoming the first NBA player ever to score 40,000 points. He did it on the Lakers' home court against the NBA champs, the Denver Nuggets. James entered the game needing just 9 points to reach the milestone, and he wasted very little time cementing the magical moment early in the second quarter. Even though the Lakers lost, LeBron won the night. It's 12:20 and still ahead. The presidential candidates are getting ready for the busiest day of the primary campaign. We're taking a look at the polls ahead of the big day. And going to the airport may get even more expensive. Coming up, where you can expect sticker shock the next time you book a flight. And coming up in primetime here on CBS at 7:30, Entertainment Tonight, followed by Bob Hart's Abishola at 8, NCIS at 9, NCIS Hawaii at 10. Watch Kiro 7 tonight at 11, followed up with The Late Show with Stephen Colbert at 11:35.
Toyota is all about having choices, like more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else.
Including the legendary Toyota 4Runner. With over 40 years of off-road experience, you can count on 4Runner to hold its value better than anything in its class. And you can choose your own path with available features like crawl control and multi-terrain select.
And every new Toyota comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance included.
The choice is yours. Toyota, let's go places.
What do you do with 72 hours, 18 holes, 4 friends, and 1 wedding? The absolute most. For however you fit. Bonobos. What do you do with 72 hours, 18 holes, 4 friends, and 1 wedding? The absolute most. For however you fit. Bonobos.
Whether you're an active person that wants extra supplemental movement, maybe you want to keep your legs active while you work, or you wish to support your therapy at home, or you just want to build strength, increase your mobility, flexibility, and boost your circulation, Ellipse was made for you. Power-assisted exercise that frees your mind to enjoy your favorite seated activities. Just plug it in, place your feet, select your speed, and relax. Ellipse does all the work for you. Call now and order Ellipse.
Whoa. The unexpected can happen to any of us. That's why SelectQuote makes it easy to get the life insurance coverage you need to protect your family for less than $1 a day.
SelectQuote found me a $500,000 policy for only $16 a month.
We could help you save more than 50% on life insurance.
Call us. SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
The average cost of hearing aids is nearly $5,000. But now you can buy a full pair of rechargeable, wireless, nearly invisible, easy to use, very comfortable hearing devices for only $99. Audient atoms are tiny, but powerful and nearly invisible.
My audience really have been a godsend to me.
Order your full pair of high-quality hearing devices for only $99 right over the phone.
1-800-205-7129.
This is important news for young adults and parents of children and teens who have been harmed by social media addiction. According to sworn testimony, social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram designed their platforms to lure young people into spending more time viewing them, resulting in social media addiction, depression, anxiety, eating disorders such as anorexia or bulimia, insomnia, self-harm, suicidal thoughts, suicidal attempts, and even suicide. Our first consultation is free, and we don't get paid unless you get paid.
Completely free.
The one to call.
Today, JetBlue Airways is pulling out of its deal to purchase Spirit Airlines. This decision comes after a federal court blocked the deal on the grounds of antitrust. The Justice Department argued ticket prices could go up if Spirit was no longer an independent airline. The companies had appealed the judge's ruling, blocking the deal, but both have since issued statements saying they wouldn't be able to overcome the legal obstacles to complete the merger. As part of its decision to end the deal, JetBlue agreed to pay Spirit $69 million. And expect some sticker shock the next time you head to the airport. More airlines are moving to raising prices for passenger-checked bags. Starting later this month, United Airlines will charge passengers $80 to check one bag for a round-trip flight. Last week, American Airlines increased its luggage fees by $5. JetBlue and Alaska Airlines have also announced added bag fees earlier this year. And let's take a live look at the big board on Wall Street, where it looks like the Dow is down 42 points. We are in the red zone there. But we have a look at some of your local stocks, too. We have Microsoft, Amazon, and Boeing. Everyone is green. Things are looking up. Well, General Motors is recalling nearly 820,000 trucks because of a potential safety risk involving their tailgates. GM says the issue surrounds the electronic latch used to open the gate on Chevy Silverado and Sierra beds between 2020 and 2024. If water gets into the tailgate, the mechanism might short circuit, causing it to open. General Motors has received more than 130 complaints about the problem. And CVS and Walgreens, the two biggest pharmacy chains in the U.S., will start selling the abortion pill mifepristone in certain stores in several states. Following a rule change at the FDA, the medication will be available in states where abortion is legal. Walgreens is expected to begin dispensing the pills within 1 week in 5 different states across the country. CVS will begin filling prescriptions for the medications in Massachusetts and Rhode Island in the weeks ahead and plans to expand to additional states.
Still need a prescription. So this is not over the counter, to be very clear. You still need a prescription. But in the past, access has been either through specialty clinics, which stock the medication, or through telemedicine and mail order pharmacy. And so it really does open up avenues for women to access.
The price for mifepristone is expected to be about $80, although some women will be able to use health insurance to purchase the drug. It's 12:26, and coming up, the protocols for COVID are facing some big changes. The new rules for staying home if you get sick. And the community is mourning the death of a firefighter from a sudden accident. The efforts from